Hello, I'm Mike and welcome to this little bit of my channel where I chat about things to do with the physics degree and things to do with physics. And this time I want to talk about a bit of the difference between an MPhys and an MSc. So what these are, there's two ways of doing a master's degree in physics that are common in the UK. One is to do what's called an MPhys, which is a 4-year course where you basically do a master's degree as an undergraduate. The other way is to do an MSc, which is you do a bachelor's degree, called BSc, and then you do an extra year to get a master's as its own degree. So, quick sort of thoughts on the pros and cons of this. The MSc is going to be more stressful because you have to get on that course as you're finishing your degree. Of course, you're trying to apply for it, which kind of means that you've got that in your head while you're doing your exams. But on the other hand, it does mean that you've got more flexibility. If you decide that a master's isn't for you, if you go the route of BSc followed by MSc, you can just say, actually no, I don't want to do that, and decide that you want to go straight into work. That's fine. The other sort of difference is there's a difference in how they're done. MPhys is usually a lot more focused on teaching. It's sometimes referred to as a taught master's as opposed to a research master's. The fact that it's taught in that sense basically means there's a lot more courses and there's a lot less practical, like being a scientist experimental work. There's still a fair bit of that, but it's not as much as in the MSc. That's another thing. There's a difference between how they work. There's also a difference in funding. So occasionally MScs come up that are in some way either in part or full funded, or at least there are funds available so that you don't have to take out massive amounts of loans to do one. Now those are rare, and of course they're very competitive because of that. But it is possible to do a BSc and then an MSc and get into a lot less student loan debt than if you did an MPhys. So that might be interesting for some people. On the other hand, the big advantage of the MPhys, as I said, is it's very simple to get onto because you just ask to do one at the start of your physics degree. And if you've got the grades to get into university, you can usually get onto either a BSc or an MPhys as you wish, and that takes an awful lot of stress off you because you aren't worrying at the end of your third year, am I going to get onto this course that I want to do? But I suppose which idea you prefer or whether you want to do it depends on how you intend to use your physics degree. But that's just a ramble that I had on the little differences between the two and some of the benefits and maybe pros and cons of them that come up. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.